Oh my God, I'm just so grateful today that I feel this nudge to want to start creating this podcast and finally speaking and finally expressing myself in the way I know best through conversations and through um, thinking beyond reasoning, just knowing the simplicity of stuff and knowing how profound just simplicity could be is actually interesting to me. So I'm finally very happy today. What happened was in 2023, no, in 2022, I was at my tech, you know, boot camp facility, and that facility was actually very enclosed and isolated place. This is just a story of what led to today, okay? And in that facility we had to stay there, we were like learning, we were like schooling for tech and all of that jazz. And you know we were there, and all of a sudden I found this book. It's called The Art of Breathing. Is it The Art of Breathing now or The Art of Being? But I think I listened to both books, 7 hours long. So I read this book, and then I understood the ability to breathe properly, and not just shallow breathing, but then deep breathing, all of that. So I learned this, and I also learned, I don't know what particular book exactly, but I think I will look for that book and I'll try to explain more about the book. But that book transformed my perspective towards living, daily expression, and all of that beautiful things. So I read the book, or I listened to the book, because now it's an audio book. So I listened to it, and at some point in the practice or in my listening, they explained the practice of morning barefoot walking. Like, just wake up in the morning. If you have a garden, it should be a garden, okay? If not a garden, but then a plain ground you can walk on without hurting yourself, or without stones on it. Like, just very subtle soft ground you can just like walk on. So they explain the practice of just walking barefoot first thing in the morning when you wake up, like when there's no much noise and you haven't started your day or getting involved in any other activities. You could just take a walk barefoot when your head is that fresh, you're just waking up, you're still a newborn getting into this beautiful day, okay? You could just take a walk in the morning, and preferably when the um, day is still dark, before sunrise, that kind of thing. You could just take a walk in your garden, on the grass, on the ground. Man, I learned that, and in that facility I decided to practice. Trust me, the first day I practiced this walking barefoot, I was awed, like I was astonished by how amazing I felt, how grounded I felt, how so close to nature I felt. It was profound. That realization alone got me thinking how much miracles I am surrounded with, we are surrounded with, you are surrounded with, you know. And then I didn't have I was like, what if I leave this place? Because I got so in love with the practice, and I was so scared of losing the practice. Like waking up in the morning, like before anyone wakes up, or before people start moving around, before the earth starts its energetic flow, you could just walk on it and absorb all those goodness, all that peace, all that um, healing the ground bears, because the earth bears a whole lot of energetic healing, because it is who we are at the very core. So in the morning, first thing, take your shoes off, walk barefoot, and absorb this beautiful goodness from the ground. It's healing, it clarifies your body, it wakes you up, you feel enlivened, you feel light. So I did that practice, and I was so scared of losing it, because when I get out of this facility, I didn't have a place, or even if I had a place, I wouldn't have like a garden or a ground I could walk on. You could do it on your floor, you could walk barefoot on your floor and all of that, but it is different when you walk on earth, like on bare ground, like ground with sand and grass and garden. It's different. You're absorbing life, you're absorbing light, you're absorbing clarity and groundedness. I got out, and since 2022 that I tried a few times, because it was towards the end of my education with the tech you know with the tech school, that I learned that, and I did it a few months before I left, and came out and never did it again, because I couldn't find that, or I only did it. I won't say I never did it again, but the practice was ingrained in me now. This is who I've become habitually. So I would only do it whenever I found a garden around where I stayed, and that was very rare. And then when I finally achieved my dreams, that's a whole lot of other story for another day. And I finally achieved my dreams of getting my own apartment in the beautiful environment I love the best, where I've always dreamt of. I manifested this apartment, I manifested this environment like for years, though practice, but with focus. I did this, and last week, because it's just my first month in my new apartment, it's beautiful, it's harmonious, and it's comfortable. So last week I went out for yoga. I was feeling heavy, heavy, low vibrational energy. I'll put it that way in case you understand. If you don't understand, I was feeling unstable energetically. I was feeling a whole lot of turmoil going through my heart. I was feeling heaviness, and I was feeling a very unusual emotional feeling. For me, it was chaotic, and the only way I get rid of this emotions is going under a bright open sky, like early in the morning or late at night. Just lay down on the ground or on earth or in the garden. That's the only way I feel grounded, like very close to nature. Anything close, I could take a walk, and walking also brings me back to harmony, brings me back to homeostasis, so I went out to do yoga, my 1 hour cardio yoga, in a very open field in the community where I live, in the estate where I live. We have a very big open field, like a garden, just grass, where you can walk. It's more like a recreational space. I won't say recreational now, because it doesn't have tools in it. It's just plain grass, but it's very big and wide. So I went there to do my yoga early in the morning, because I needed to let go of this chaos I was feeling energetically. I needed to clear myself, because the only way I can go through my day feeling blissful and love is when I feel clear, when I feel harmonious. and when I feel stable energetically, I don't push my way through the day. I flow with it. And when I feel like I'm pushing myself through the day, that's when I'm energetically blocked. I'm energetically dehydrated. Let's put it that way. So I went out for yoga. I was doing yoga, only me in that open field, because it was still very much early. It was like few minutes to 6, and it was an hour long. Once it was like 6:30, whatever. Once it was 6:30, I saw a few like elderly guys walking barefoot around the field, and I was like, hold on a minute. Because before somebody practices this whole way of walking barefoot, they must kind of be exposed somehow. They must be enlightened in a way before you know that the earth, walking on the earth early in the morning, provides some sort of health, some sort of healing, some sort of love and light. You will feel it. I'm a very materialistic person, and the only way I like something is when I have it in my hands. Like literally, when I feel something and it makes some kind of changes and stimulates some kind of growth and does something. I don't believe in, abstractness. Abstractness exists, of course, but what I'm saying is, once something impacts my mood or anything, that is what I'm sticking with. And this practice I'm seeing these guys do here, I for one have experienced the effect of that. I know what that can give. I know what it can build. I know the result. I literally know the after effects of this thing these guys are doing. They are elderly. I'm like, okay. I'm not like, it's not because they are wealthy, because this is a wealthy area, of course. It's a space for the ultra rich guys. If you are based in Nigeria, Banana Island, it's for the ultra rich. So this is why I stay, and these guys were doing this. I'm like, I wouldn't say it's because they are wealthy and they've gone to some certain stage of their, of their life where they are this exposed. But for you to do this, then you must be in some way spiritual. You must be very conscious of your spiritualness, your spirituality. So and they reminded me of what it feels like to do that practice. They did. I felt after that cardio yoga, of course, after yoga you feel healing. After yoga you feel whole again. This is so good. It's so ecstatic. And I do it every day. After moving your body, you feel energetically balanced. You could go to the gym, do whatever, but try to move your body consciously. Your body is a magnificent machine that could heal itself, could heal your mind. I'm trying to make sure that this statement makes sense, because when the body and the mind is in sync, you're beyond healed. You're healthy. That's when you're healthy. So I want to make sure that your mind and your body has to be loving and in sync to actually live a blissful life. So they reminded me of what it felt like to to do that practice. And I was like, oh yes, I needed to see this today. I needed my yoga practice out in the open today. Out in the open today, because now I feel whole. Now I feel happy again. Now I feel forgiven again. Now I forgive again. Now I let go and just flow with life and my day again, because trust me, I love this moment that I'm making this podcast, or I'm making this speech, or having these conversations with whoever is interested in listening, whoever it resonates with. I love this moment. I love when every moment of each day is just blissful. And trust me, once you experience any day this consciously, you know that you're faced with divine, blissful, abundant magic. It's not magic, it's your true nature, but it feels like magic. You get what I'm saying? So after that practice, it's been a week till today. And yesterday I was just going through my journal, like everything. By the way, everything I have in this journal, it's so full. It's like, this is a 5-year journal. Everything that is here is 5 years old, and I finished it. I completed this journal in March of 2025. It's 5 years old, and everything in this journal, everything I wanted, the house I wanted to live, the apartment, the lifestyle, the environment, the people I wanted to be around with, my love life, everything I wanted manifested. Just so you know, the lifestyle, the healthy eating, the healthy body, the dreams for my mom, retiring my mom, being happy with my family, being happy with everybody around me, and being human to everybody around me. Not human, but being kind to myself and everybody around me. Everything that I would ever think of manifested for me. Okay? In that book I just showed you. So whilst I was going through it yesterday, I came across the notes I made about the walking barefoot in the morning. I'm like, this used to be my morning routine, because I put it there, morning routine, blah blah blah, meditations, like once you wake up, fill your mind with all that good stuff before you start scrolling on your phone, before you get any distraction or any other ideas. Feed your mind with something wonderful and positive you want to carry on for the day. I was like, wow, this is really amazing. So this used to be my morning routine. I saw it last week. Then I have to reinitiate it into my morning habits, because my morning consists of yoga, breathing once I wake up, hydrate. I'll just sit on my kitchen counter, taking a really warm cup of water and listening to Louise Hay, or listening to Michael A. Singer, or any of those great teachers, because they changed my life, or listening to Abraham Hicks. So I do that all the time. And yes, I did the practice today after I promised myself to include it in my morning routine. I did it today. Trust me. I woke up today feeling, normally once I woke up, my head is empty. I can't think of anything until I start touching stuff, before I start to remember that, oh, I gotta do this. But first thing in the morning, I go to my bathroom and clean my face. So at least, actually first thing in the morning, because once it's morning, my mattress is so comfortable. it literally lures me into me skipping some mornings. So one thing I figured out recently is to get out of my mattress, I have to pretend I want to pee and then sneak into the bathroom. The bathroom is way warmer than my bedroom. So once I leave the mattress, and because it's cold and I'm snuggled into my duvet, I can't get up. So I just pretend I want to pee, and that is how I escape that trap of being in bed early in the morning because it's so cold. I want to sleep more. I want to feel warm in this duvet. It's so warm, it's so yummy, it's so comfortable. So I don't want to leave. So the only way for me to get the fuck out of that bed is going to the bathroom and staying there a little bit longer than a minute because it's warmer and it's not cold. I could just clean my face and look at myself in the mirror and say, oh my god, babe, you did it, you glow, you're beautiful, and all of that beautiful jazz that I deserve. Yes, so I did it today. I was feeling dumb, like no idea, no words on my mind, and I was like, I think I'm gonna skip this practice today. I think I'm just gonna have to do my usual morning routine, go to the kitchen, take warm water. It's my best thing to do. I'm even used to taking warm water throughout my day. I don't room temperature is is a way to, I don't know, overrated or underrated. It's way too overrated. So I boil my water, or I don't boil it, I warm it and take it hot, and I take it throughout the day. That's one of my morning routines, and once I take it, I listen to Louise Hay speak. So that brings me into like into an inspired state, inspired mood where I could just get excited of going on my mat and doing yoga, stretching, and just, dancing. It just gets me into the mood I want to be, listening to, very real talk. And I feel like she talks real talk. Yeah. Oh, she speaks real talk. Okay, yeah, so that's one, and I do my yoga. I could take a walk if it's still early. Right now I'm loving morning walks than when it's sunrise. I could take a walk, I could go out and skip and then take my shower, start my day, and it's all done. My morning, it's all done. Yeah, so today I was just thinking, I'm feeling dumb today. I don't think I'm gonna, go for this morning walk in the field. It's almost 6 because I woke up by 5 a.m. I was like, it's almost 6. I'm just gonna relax and do it tomorrow. And then something at the back of my mind said to me, babe, if you miss this morning walk in the field, you're gonna regret it. And yes, of course, it's me talking to myself now, because I know whenever I plan something, I don't do it, I regret it at the end of the day, because I'm like, that was just barely less than an hour for you to express yourself in that was just less than an hour for you to just do that and get over it. It was just less than an hour, and now it is past that hour. See how time goes without you fulfilling your promise to yourself, and time just whiles away and that thing is undone. So it makes no difference. You should have done it with the time, so I think like that, and I'm like, if I don't do this practice today, it's to 6. If I don't get in that field and walk, I'm gonna regret it later today, because I'll be like, I should have just done it. It was just 6. What was I thinking? And then trust me, I did what I had to do, cleaned my face and walked out. Went to the field. The moment I started, I mashed my foot in the ground. I kid you not. The the presence, the aliveness I felt was incredible. It was everything I needed today. It was beyond incredible. It was just literally what I've always wanted. I've always wanted to feel alive. I tell you, I'm materialistic. You can't tell me do this. No, I have to do it and feel it and know that it works for me and trust me. Then it's my go-to thing to do. Okay, once I do something, it feels good to me, then it's my go-to. I'm not leaving it because I felt so great doing this. Barefoot walking in my garden, in my field, gave me life. In fact, I have been planning to start a podcast for the past 3 years, but I was waiting for the perfect conditions. I was waiting for the perfect tools, because there's no way Jindu is going into something without her feeling excited for it. I have to feel excited. I have to feel like, oh yes, this is what I want. This is what I want to do today. I have to feel that aliveness. I have to feel that excitement. Once it is past that excitement, I'm not doing. I'm sorry. I just want to be a princess and sit and wait until everything gets done and catered for and eased out. I don't really want to stress. I don't want to stress my brain. I don't want to stress about the fact that I have to do something. I just have to fucking do it now when I'm excited about it, or don't do it at all, or find when I get that excitement again. And when I did this, I got the hunch. It's like, why not just start this podcast? Talk about how blissful you felt. Just reinitiating or reinstating this practice of walking in the garden, because it feels so good. It feels healing. It feels regrounding. It feels, if you want clarity for your life, you just do anything that is close to nature around you. It could just be as simple as taking out your slippers and walking barefoot early in the morning in a garden or around your house. Just barefoot, just walk around your house barefoot early in the morning. Life is beautiful. You have magic right in your face. Like, if you're troubled, if you want answers, it could be that little thing you do. You're very intuitive. Your mind is powerful. Jeez. Don't even get me started with that. That's a whole lot of another topic. For right today, I just wanted to come here and just start my podcast talking about lifestyle, beingness, blissful living. I am one who just lives in the moment. I live a moment at a time in a day. And at the end of a day, my day is like a whole year put together, because it is wonderful. I feel contrasts in a way. And by contrast, I mean I feel negative, opposite of positive feelings, or opposite of good feeling, or opposite of love for anything. I feel down. And then I walk myself slowly with time, because each moment is just the perfection of the previous. Each moment is just is an improvement of the past previous moment. So if you're like, if you're enlightened a little, or you know yourself a little bit more, you understand what I'm talking about. This has to do with getting in tune with who you really are, with yourself, with your beingness. So I just got the hunch, and trust me, I have started. It's gonna be an everyday thing. Conversations with Jindu. Just let me know what you want. Let me know what you want to learn. Let's do this together. Let's speak. Let's talk together. Just see me as a part of yourself who is talking to you and trying to go beyond reasoning with you, because this is what I want to do. Let's not reason things. Let's see things the way they are. Like, this moment. I'm having a podcast and I'm, expressing how excited I am about the way I live intuitively, and just, you know, having to live life feeling grateful every moment, feeling blissful, and just creating the best life for me to live. Because that's how I feel. And this is this moment. In the next moment, I might forget who I am, get caught up with intrusive thoughts, and probably get absorbed in social media, and I'm down again, and oh, why am I feeling this way? Oh, do I have to go eat? Do I have to do this? No. This moment now is perfect. I'm grateful, and I'm living it to the fullest. I'm living everything I have to live tomorrow right now, because it is given now. It is now that is happening, and I'm loving it. Let's have conversations. I know you're listening to me and you probably resonate with everything I'm talking about. Reach out, tell me what you want to hear, tell me what I should talk about, and we'll just talk about it together. It should be, a conversation between you and I. Conversations with Jindo is really empowering. It has empowered me myself. Like, conversations with myself empower me. So I'm very sure it's gonna do that. It's gonna do the same for you too. I'm very sure it's gonna really be fun. It's empowering. It's really something you don't want to miss. So let's do this. I took a walk in the field today and I got the hunch starting my podcast anyways. I have a phone. I can talk. Actually, I talk. So let's do this. I'm so grateful to start today, finally, after, some kind of perfectionist procrastinations. I'm so happy to talk again, to speak with you, to express every day with you. Every day is beautiful. Every day is healing. You have to get to the point in your life where you know, because it is, where you know that today is actually better than yesterday. No matter how dumb today is or seems, no matter how nothing today seems, it's better than yesterday. You're a day ahead. Like, literally now is better than like the previous moment. Like, it's really amazing. It's so fun and profound what you can, really experience with just being conscious and just seeing things as simple as they are, and as simple as they just unfold without reasoning, without having to twitch up or edit or whatever. Yeah, let's do this together. This is my first, and I want to do this every day. Just speak about lifestyle, health, especially living, blissful living, any topics at all. Let's just talk about it. Yeah, I'm so happy to do this with you. Peace out. Cheers. If you're watching this on my YouTube, please subscribe if it resonates with you, for more to come. Like it and share it with your friends, family, and anybody you think this is gonna really help change perspectives. Share my videos if you're seeing this and you like it, and if you want more, you can turn on your post notifications so you get more. And please leave a comment for me. What you want me to talk about, what you want us to yarn about, what you want me to yab about. Bab about. That would be nice. So I'm really grateful to do this, and I feel good today. I feel whole, I feel grounded, and for the taking, I think I'm gonna be walking barefoot every morning, because I haven't felt this wonderful in a long time. Though I feel wonderful every day, but today is just so different. I don't know, every day is just so magical. It's just a brand new unfolding of life. Life is just flowing every day, better and better in many ways. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. I'm grateful. Conversations with Jindu. Sure to like and subscribe to more and give ideas what you want me to speak about, because I'm talking about lifestyle, health, and growing every single day. And thank you for listening to me speak, and I'm very grateful. Cheers.